Welcome to the Fat Cats Rugby Podcast, bringing you candid rugby conversations, great interviews and insights into Ugandan rugby, and a touch of rugby in Africa and the world over. Fat Cats Rugby Podcast is a product of Fat Cats Media brand for all your audio-visual content needs and equipment hire. Hope you enjoy this episode. Welcome to another episode of the Fat Cats Rugby Podcast. Here I am with Ruben. He has decided to come back and join me after a hiatus from... Where were you? Where were you hiding?
It was raining.
It was raining.
As you said in the previous episode, I don't like recording when it's raining. So
you're like a cat. You don't like your fur being wet.
Exactly.
Okay. We are back. Welcome back from Buffalo Sevens.
Yeah.
You saw the action.
Very, very interesting. 2 days of epic rugby. And also I have to appreciate the organization. It was really, really good. Credit to them.
Coach Edgar did something good for us, and apparently Pirates guys now have a voice.
I can hear them. It's like all of a sudden someone bought them data bundles because they were quiet after they won two, right?
Yes.
The first one was the Wakiso.
Yeah.
And somehow things mellowed there. Very quiet. Then after winning the Buffalo Sevens, all of a sudden they have some bass in their voice.
They now have noise. You know, as they are walking the other day on Kampala Road,
Yeah.
then I just heard someone shout, "Pirates strong!" And I was like, what's wrong with these guys? But that's not the business that has brought us here. Congratulations, Ginger Hippos. We are here to discuss women's rugby. And we have two guests of ours here today to join us on the podcast. As our habit is on the podcast, we usually allow the ladies to introduce themselves and tell us more about their careers in rugby. And I'll start with the lady on my left.
The lady on your left is called Winnie Atyang Alexander, aka Nalongo,
Yeah.
aka Iron Lady,
Okay.
aka No Nonsense.
No nonsense.
Very, very interesting.
Yes, Miss Winnie Atyang. Tell us. What is your position? For those who don't know you, what is your position on the rugby field? Which club do you play for?
First of all, I play for Thunderbirds Rugby Football Club, the mother of women's rugby in Uganda, where it all started from. And I play quite a number of positions. I lock, I flank, and I can also play number 8.
Oh, okay.
When I play sevens, I'm a pro.
Utility forward. Yes, now to the lady on my right. Yes.
The lady on the right is Annek Patricia.
Okay.
That's my name. A mother to a baby boy.
Baby boy. All right.
Yes. I play rugby for Thunderbirds now.
Okay.
But before I used to play for Kidbum Queens. But now I'm a Thunderbird player.
Yes.
And I'm so happy to be in Thunderbirds.
All right.
And I have played rugby so far for 9 years.
Wow.
Yes. And this is my second year in national team.
All right.
The big number one.
Oh, number one.
Yes. The big number
They wait
one.
for you on the scrum down. Okay.
Yes.
Ruben, we promised that we'll keep on bringing royalty.
Yeah.
Patricia has mentioned she played for 9 years. She has played for 9 years. Winnie, I want you to show off a little bit. Tell us how many years you have played for.
I played rugby as old as when it started in 2003. I've played rugby for 19 years, but I've played for the national team for 18 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Speaking of career.
That noise, that 18-year, 19-year experience can do away with Pirates strong.
My first twins, and the twins are as old as 18 years.
Wow. Not long ago for real, eh?
Yep.
Wonderful. So, what brings us here? We have a tournament, the Rugby Africa Women's Cup, that is going to commence on Tuesday next week. That is 25th October. And we have action involving 3 teams. That is Uganda, the Lady Cranes of Uganda. We will have Zambia, and we'll have our eternal enemies, the ladies from the border, that is Kenya. Tell us about this tournament. What is this tournament about?
First of all, our neighbors, not our enemies, they are our rivals on the pitch.
Okay.
This tournament is going to be held here in Uganda. That is a plus for us. It's an advantage because we are home. And then also, it's a tournament that is going to take cream de la cream of Africa, the World Cup. So we must, number one, top our pool and then move on to the next level. So we are playing to go to the World Cup. And this tournament is very important to us as Lady Rugby Cranes. So it's a must win. And the pressure is epic because we are at home. But the advantage is that we're going to eat the home food, we have the home crowd, and we have everybody else behind our back. So that's how important the tournament is.
Yes, Patricia. Winnie has highlighted the fact that the tournament is in Uganda at home. You will get a chance to play and then go and see baby boy after the games. What advantage does Uganda have in light of having this tournament here?
As they always say, home, sweet home.
Okay.
Since we're in Uganda, we have a lot of advantage.
Yes.
Our fans,
Yeah.
they are always there and they will be there. They have not to buy air ticket to go and watch us, to give us that emotional support, strength, because if they are there, we are home.
Yes.
Seeing people in the background just gives you that power to go, to keep on pushing. So that is the advantage us as the players we shall get. And for our fans, they will be super excited because we are going to give them super hit that day.
Ruben, have you prepared your songs for Tuesday?
The songs will come with whatever beverage we'll be having at the moment.
Okay. So home advantage, Ruben. Both have mentioned the benefits to players and fans, but I want you to highlight the benefit for the growth of the game, considering it's going to be at a new ground for Ugandan rugby, that is Wankulukuku Stadium.
Yeah, definitely. Being at the Mutesa 2 Stadium, Wankulukuku, it's something that has been received with mixed feelings, I should say. There is a group of people that are saying that yes, this is good, and which of course even the union is fronting that it's a good thing, because now as we're trying to spread the game, we're spreading it into different regions. But then you find yourself in a position that you're putting it in a location that is predominantly for football. So it takes a lot of sensitization and trying to get a lot of new eyeballs into the game. So if you look at it from the positive end, then it is good. But then also we have to look at it from the side of the women. Women's rugby in Uganda is still really growing, and it's still a sport that is being held by the hand as compared to the men. So it's a bit tricky for you to have a tournament being taken to Wankulukuku, which logistically is not really that favorable in terms of jam, in terms of even just the cost itself being that side as compared to usual internationals that are mostly predominantly put at Lugogo, either Legends or Chadondo. So it's tricky, and you can say there are valid points looking from both sides, whether it's on the logistics side of it and convenience, or the fact that we are also trying to tap into different regions of the country to create awareness for the game. Thinking that is it the right time for us to be exploring Wankulukuku? You could argue either way, but regardless, we are now at Wankulukuku. We are past those debates. It has to work somehow. But the reports that have been there is that the pitch is really, really good. The surface is good. So hopefully that it will be a day, or there will be good rugby exhibited throughout the tournament. So I think that's how I look at it, and from what I've really been hearing from various conversations.
Yeah, there were pictures we saw on social media about flooded pitch, a little bit wet in terms of rainwater that had accumulated on the pitch, and how the surface may be affected. But you and I both know, we watched the Rugby Africa Sevens and we managed to succeed in our swamp. So regardless, we will be able to come through on that and
we don't want
go forward.
We don't want the Kenyans to have another excuse that they played They played in another waterlogged pitch because actually even this week Wankulku had a UPL game postponed because of the rain and the water. So we hope that whatever rainmakers or whatever we believe in helps us make sure that we have the dry conditions during those games. Because one, we want to have proactive rugby, I should say, expansive kind of rugby. I've watched many of these ladies play in their clubs and also for the national team. They thrive a lot better when it's easier for them to move the ball. So I would actually be hoping for dry conditions as compared to a wet kind of day. So let's just really, really hope that the weather is on our side. One, because of the style of rugby that we would want to play, and two, we don't want to give any excuses to our neighbors, our noisy neighbors.
Okay. Winnie and Patricia, we've had our women's team be the first competitive side in Uganda to reach a Rugby World Cup. That was in the sevens in 2009. And we have you who was part of the team were you a rookie at the time?
I have told you that I started playing in 2004.
Yes.
And I've not been a rookie all my life.
Wow.
I've always, it's an honor and a privilege, I'd say, plus for me, to be able to experience the first everything that women's rugby has offered. So I was one of those who are lucky to first of all qualify to the World Cup and then go and play the World Cup. It feels good to be on a world stage, and it's an honor that we would want to be the first female 15-side team to go to the World Cup. Just like we open doors for the men, we want to open doors for the men in the 15s as well.
The ladies are trail blazers. Now,
why? The thing is, it's because I think we have an advantage. Our competition is not as stiff and as hard as the men's. We have an upper hand because I believe in the talent that we have. We have girls who are really fast. We have girls who are really strong. All we need is in the SNC, and we have a very good SNC coach, that is Chigongo Ben.
Yeah.
And if we could just get an extra funding for our gym, I think would be the best. And I believe that this team can beat any team in Africa because we have talent.
Yeah. Now, coming into aspect of funding, we have sponsorship on board. We have Nile Special on board that has been, we've seen the pictures where you're donning the Nile Special apparel, all looking nice as you train. I've seen some pictures at Chadondo when you're in the gym as well. Now, and we also have Renzori on board as a water sponsor, I'm sure. And then also we have Protea, that is Kampala Skies.
Yeah.
Patricia, as the women's game is growing, how do you see the fact that getting sponsors on board will help push your game very, very far?
As the game is growing, being with the sponsors would actually, I even don't know how to say it, would really boost our morale.
Yes.
To go to the point that you feel you have to do it. It is you. You
Extra
feel,
motivation.
good, yeah. You're extras.
Yes.
If you feel like I'm injured, no, I can still push than this. If you have the sponsors, they'll give you this after the end of this. We have Renzori. We take Renzori for during our training session.
Yes.
Nile Special. They're always smart in their kit.
Yes.
To give us that strength to push. That's what I can
Yeah,
say.
Ruben, I have seen a picture on the URU Twitter page. You saw all those boxes of water. You saw all the boxes. So it's pretty much clear that the sponsorship is working.
Yeah.
We have a lot of water available for the ladies in this regard. But now, when I come to you, the question is, how do we grow this sport? I mean, this is a sport that has had the code of the game has had the first competitive side to have an appearance in the World Cup. How do we go forward from this? How do we push them as much as we can with the support of sponsors and just fans?
Well, like we were saying, that for the women, the game is still one that is being held by the hand. So it is all hands on deck for all stakeholders. The fans have a part to play, and it's great to see that there's been a Harambe going around, led by Musa Muonge, captain of the Sevens, Michael Okorach, and the rest of the guys. We're also having the media teams really, really putting in their work and giving us a lot of mileage, most of which is being done pro bono regardless, and they're actually funding themselves to make sure that there's a lot more mileage. Because we have seen a lot of inconsistencies between how the men and how the women are being pushed, with the men being given a lot of attention, a lot of media time. But this time round, we are seeing that there's a difference, that a lot of people are really coming out to do something. A lot of people have been complaining over the years, the likes of Helen Buteme, how the women's game is forgotten. She complained sometime about how there were no even medals for a sevens tournament for the women, yet it was under the docket of Now Special at the time. But I think this is having such voices speak helps us, put us in a position, like we say, now we have Resort, we have Now Special. The players can even get on the pitch and train or go for the games, not worried about not having one, let's say, one thought the other side, thinking about, oh my God, am I even going to get paid? Or at least if there was no payment this time, there's a little bit of payment this time. And it's baby steps going forward. But just to put them in a position where they are facilitated, at least to the proper way, or at least to a good standard for them to be able to compete with the rest. Like Winnie has said, that maybe there's still a few things missing, like the gym. And for rugby as a contact sport, that is something that is very, very essential. So I think maybe that is something that will have to be worked on. But like we said, it's something that's being held by the hand, and hopefully this tournament can be a platform to be able to build even further for many tournaments to come. And it would even be awesome if we're able, at least to worst case scenario, be able to get out of our group and be able to go to the finals. Worst case scenario, I should say.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Now, for those who are watching, we kick off on 25th October at Wankulukuku Stadium. The action will start at 2 p.m. We have under 20s who are going to curtain raise for the ladies.
Yeah.
And then the first game will be against Zambia at 4 p.m. Tuesday.
On a working day.
On a working day. So if you're a guy who needs to get leave, get your leave now.
Yeah. If you need to come
fall sick on Monday.
This is about the time when you need to start feeling the pain. Like
you feel the scratching is too much, and the itching and the pains in the joints are quite painful. So 25th October, we start off with the action of the tournament. And then fast forward to 29th Saturday, October, we'll have Kenya taking on Zambia. That will be Kenya's first match. And then Zambia will close its action in the tournament that Saturday. And then on 2nd November, we will have the derby with the rivals. Yes, that is the Lady Cranes versus the Kenya Lionesses. So going ahead now, the build-up for the games. What's the mood in the camp?
Yeah,
How is the camp going?
That is something I'm eager to find out. The mood in the camp.
Yeah, what is the mood in the camp? Are you psyched up? Are you all ready to cause violence on the field?
We are going to cause I don't know what is gone.
Yeah.
Mayhem, chaos.
No chaos. We are just going to play good rugby, tactical rugby, and hard rugby. The most important thing for us is to make sure that we top our table so that we're able to move on to the next level, which is the knockout stage. It is very important for us to win both games because we have been promised a bonus, so
allowances.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have been promised a bonus, so we want to also make sure we win top our table. That's a bonus for us as players.
Yeah.
That's our mission as players, and that's the reason as why we've been training and working hard, is to top our table and make sure we win. Then the bonuses can come out later, but the most important thing is for us to win because the advantage is all on us. We're used to our weather, we're used to our food, we're used to our people, so we have all the advantages, no excuse.
Yeah, it's great to see. It's great to see that you're expecting some money. Hopefully,
yes.
As we all seated here, we all know that money is the biggest motivator of any human being.
Yes.
However little it might be, or however much it might be, but still motivates somebody. So I mentioned that, of course, to hike up and make sure that everybody who's watching and listening to us knows that we are going to work hard and deliver, and at least we'll be appreciated at the end of the day.
Yes. I think before we go further into what Edwin wants to dive into, just to ask that you have elaborated on your long, illustrious career, especially with the national teams, both 7s and 15s. How does it feel for you being in this particular camp at this moment, being one of the seniors, one of the older heads? How are you adjusting to it? How are you motivating some of these girls? I don't know what is your current role in the team, apart from being a player, of course.
Oh, my current role. My role is to just make sure the girls understand that the shoes they're wearing is not a small shoe. We are going to represent the whole nation.
Yeah.
The ratio of the number of Ugandans right now, I am not sure because they haven't counted them. But also for them to know the responsibility of being on the national team. It's just not being on the national team.
Yeah.
Number one, you're going to represent yourself as a person, Winnie Atyang as a brand, because we are lacking that as well. We are just playing and not knowing that we are actually, our names are a brand out there. So the age gap, first of all, between me and them is very big because Patricia is only like 23 years old. And I am not shy to say I am 37 years old and I'm still playing onto the national team and delivering. I'm here to inspire them.
Yeah.
Regardless of our age, we can still deliver and do our best. And age should not limit us from doing what we love to do and excelling in whatever we do. So it's not easy. The shoes I'm wearing is not a light pair of shoes I'm wearing. It's really heavy. First of all, the way I conduct myself will always reflect on me. I am not allowed to act in a certain way because of I am supposed to lead exemplary. Whether I like it or not, I am supposed to show them the right path and the right way to do things, which is not really easy because sometimes I'm just a human being who would like to be free and do certain things the way I feel I should do, but then also I have to think about what picture am I portraying to this young player who would like to be onto the world stage, number one, onto the national team as long as they can. Number two, and as a mother, there are quite a number of them that I think are my daughter's age mates because I think the youngest is either 18 or 19. So all that is a mix-up. So my emotion is really confused, but I know how to control it and I know what to do and the best to deliver and showing them that you can be the best that you can be at whatever you do, not just rugby.
Yeah.
Is to stay focused and keep your eye on the trophy.
Oh,
it is grey now, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, that's great. Patricia, what have you really loved most about camp or about training at the moment and being with the girls?
The bonding.
Okay.
You staying with the team, bonding together, discussing things, understanding the team. It was, I should say, it was so nice. I should start from last year. This is when I used to see Winnie, hear about her. But last year when I came, I was so, I don't know how to explain, but I was so happy. When she could tell me that putting on that jersey, that's when you should take the team forward. Remember, I'm putting on number 1, and after the captain, I'm stepping on that pitch and with the big number 1. She even gave me that name anyway. So I'm still carrying the title, big number 1. So the same thing as being the vice captain of the team, I made sure that the rookies, of course the rookies, I'm no longer a rookie. The rookie who came and joined the team, I told them the same thing. Putting on that jersey, it's not something just, because you can't just get this jersey and put on. These jerseys are worked hard for and it's earned. Yeah. So if you get that opportunity of putting on that jersey, let's push it. If you're expected to give 100, I beg, give 110, 120, 150. You always know we have your back and you should always have our back. So the camping right now and the bonding is super good. Everyone is focused on that game. So I'm very sure that game, you will see how ready we are.
Yeah, great to hear. Edwin.
Yeah, will the twins play rugby? Will baby boy play rugby?
The twins already play rugby.
Oh, the twins already play rugby? Okay,
boy
that's nice.
One is a fly half. Tamara, the one who's supposed to be the Nakato.
Yes.
Does fly halfing and scrum halfing.
Okay.
And then Babide is more of like me. She loves to carry the ball forward.
Okay.
She's a center.
Oh, she's a center.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope.
But right now they're not acting. They're
Mm.
not playing because they're candidates. They're in the senior six.
Yeah.
Books first. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Will baby boy play rugby?
Yes, the baby boy is just 4 years. He has joined tag rugby already.
Wow. So this shows you that however much you have children and you played the game, you must keep the cycle going.
Children, where are you
Yes.
children?
Me. Not yet.
We already have it.
Not yet.
Now that we've retired, we need to think about
we need to
replacement.
now replace the chaff that is out, then replace it with new stuff.
Yeah.
Now Ruben, Winnie has emphasized the aspect of finishing top of the table.
Yeah.
And how it will motivate one, the support for ladies rugby in Uganda and the growth of the game. Do you care to comment on that? How quick can we push our growth?
If you were to allude this particular predicament with what happened with the Uganda Sevens, the Uganda Sevens were known by a few of us who are staunch rugby people till they started bringing back the results, till they started going to the HSB tournaments and actually doing something, till they started winning those other tournaments that they were playing in, till they started becoming triumphant in the Rugby Africa Cup. So it's important for the ladies as well to draw such motivation and see that for them to create the buzz that they want to get, they also need to bring those particular results. They need to get to the quarters, and they need to get to the finals, and hopefully go all the way. Because even looking at it from a branding and a sponsorship point of view, everyone is looking at, from the corporate side, everyone is looking at the eyeballs. So can they be able to get themselves in a position where we have a lot of media covering them, we have a lot of people speaking about them on social media, we have a lot of people wanting to assimilate with their brand or to associate with their brand. And all these things only happen when you are successful. So I think for them to win this particular tournament, not only our group, but to go all the way and to qualify for the World Cup will be huge for women's rugby in Uganda, because it will attract the kind of attention they want to and the kind of facilitation and funding that they would want ideally, which will help grow the sport, not only as the national team, but even on the local stage, the leagues and everything, because people will even start taking women a lot more serious, because we have seen the fan base that is at men's games, and unfortunately sometimes it's not the same fan base that is at women's games, and that habit, that dynamic needs to change, and it is only with these women and these kind of opportunities that they can be able to change this.
Okay, I think the last time the ladies played was last year. You played against Zimbabwe, one of those games. Care to just take us through your experience in that game and how you've built up for these 2 games that are coming up next week?
That time, oh my God, we are still struggling from the COVID fat. Because
Yeah.
most of us gained a lot of weight. If you look at my picture that time and my picture now, we are really 2 different people.
Yeah.
In terms of last tournament we had, as the challenge of COVID, training days were being moved, spawned, this and that, camps, and sometimes the union is struggling with collecting everybody from everywhere. Patricia was bought from Kitgum, so all those things, transport was not there, public means, all those restrictions. But right now we are open, free as the bird, we can fly anywhere we want to go to, and we've been given a lot more time to train. Most of us, as if you look at the whole picture and this one,
Yeah.
you can see there's a big change. People are toned, people are well built, people are focused, people are ready to play. Basically, there will be a whole different dynamic this time of the tournament. It will be more vigorous and exciting.
Patricia, you said you made your debut last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, tell us about that game. Tell us about that game. How was it for you donning the national jersey for the first time?
I was super excited. Good. I felt up in the sky. I have always dreamed of playing for the national team, senior team.
Yes.
Yeah, the big people, the big girls, the big ladies, the Lady Cranes. I used just to hear about it, but I've always played rugby and with a dream that I have to make it to the national team. Come what may, I'll become unstoppable. Wherever come on my way, I gave birth, I still kept on pushing. National team was the only thing I would think of, Lady Cranes. So putting on that jersey, Actually, just handing over that jersey to me that day, I felt I really made it. I was super excited, super happy. I couldn't even wait to enter that pitch and play. You know, playing in international games for
Yes.
the first time. Oh my God.
They're really usually happy.
Yes, so it was.
Feelings are usually mixed up.
But having her, knowing that she's there, I like her because she's always at my back.
Yeah.
If I'm propping, she's on my butt.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's always
Yeah,
having
on
my
her side.
back.
Yeah, look on that side. Yes.
I don't want to
Yes.
Yeah.
She's always on my back.
Okay.
So with that, what she told me, having her on that pitch gave me all the strength I really needed. Having her playing in the same side, having her on the team. So I was super excited, and I had that courage from what I told you she said to me. That putting on that jersey number 1, that means you have to take the team forward. So I made sure my ball carrier, a very good one. I know I don't pass.
Oh,
but I've learned
one
to
way,
pass
yes.
now. I'm going to learn. I've
Yes.
learned anyway.
Yeah.
But the most important thing, I'm a ball carrier. Whenever I get that ball, with the saying they first told me, take the team forward. So
Forward.
that means I have to go with the ball forward. So I kept that in heart. I said, for sure, whenever I get the ball, I have to take the team forward. There's no turning back. I have to go forward, and I was super excited actually to play that game. My first game was good. I enjoyed. It was super good actually. Very happy, excited for that jersey, I was so happy, and my mother was among the people, my family members. My mother was the best person. She would tell me, you can do it, no matter what. You go. Because last year's training was
Very hard.
It was very hard. Yeah. You can imagine. Yes.
terrible
Yes.
Waking up at 5 a.m.
and deep in ginger.
Or
You
deep in
don't
ginger.
even
Okay.
see anything apart from the forest.
Okay.
You turn this side, you see the Nile. You can't even escape. Even if you want to escape,
Yes.
you can't escape. I called my mother and told her, I wanted, but I can't.
Next year is another year also. We can play next year. Yes.
She was like, you've made it that far. There's no coming back empty-handed. Stay there. You have to make it. And with my mother's word, I kept on pushing. You can ask her later, explain to you what I went through. That's why I said it. I made it. There's no way I'm leaving my number. I'm keeping it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you say seems motivation has played a lot in your career growth in the game. Apart from Winnie and Mama, who else has pushed you to increase your one-way form of attack? Don't pass, just attack and carry the ball. Who else has inspired you to play the game?
First of all, before she answers,
Yes.
the reason that's why I usually tell her not to pass the ball
Yes.
is because her turning
Yes.
takes time. So
Oh,
I'll tell her, just go.
go
We'll find
straight.
you.
Yeah.
Please, and whoever tells her to pass, I tell them, do not allow her to pass because it will be a knock on. Just
Yeah.
go and rack off.
Even Ruben in touch always tells me, don't pass on the left, just carry the ball.
He's there next to Edwin and he's passing to the left.
Either
Yes.
you get it up in the sky,
Up,
or
Up
down,
or down.
On the other side.
or behind
Or
you.
behind. Yeah. So who motivated you?
I had a lot of people who motivated me. All the way from home before
Yes.
I came here and found Winnie.
Yes.
I had coaches, my coaches from Kidgum Queens and my fellow queens. We used to play with them and we had the same dream, Everyone wanted the Lady Crane jersey. Everyone had that dream. But as things go by, things are always not the same for everyone. So still, although they're not here, although they didn't come, but they could tell me, Patricia, you will do it. You will do it. You go. I could come. My coaches, I had club coaches, secondary coaches who still followed me up. Wherever I was, they could still push me. Go, you can do it. There's nothing impossible. You can do it, push. If people don't, because I used to believe that I'm too fat to run. Yes, but it's all about hard work. I found myself as so flexible. I can now even run, really run.
And sprint.
Sprint, as in really sprint. If they tell me sprint, I sprint, not even jog.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So about the Kitgum Queens, now that you're a Thunderbird, now that you're a national team player, do you still, are you still in contact with them? Are you still in connection? Is there any way you're giving back to the ladies that are that side, from what your experience and where you are now?
Yes, I'm still in contact with them. We chat with them, and I always tell them the same thing. I need you ladies here. But coming here is not served in a silver platter.
Okay.
You have to work hard to come here. There's no permanent position for someone, so you people have to put in shifts and hard work. And I really need to feel happy, and I feel very proud if I'm playing with a member of a queen next to me. I shouldn't be the only person being called that, Patricia was a former member of Queens. Oh, Patricia used to play for Queens. I need to hear that someone has come in board from Queens, that this one is from Kitgum Queens. That would be super good, and I'm really encouraging them. There's nowhere I would let them go just like that. I encourage them, I talk to them and tell them how things here are, how hard they have to work, they have to really push it to make it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so there you have it, a story continuously being told. We are being hosted by Fred and Winnie B&B in Kisasi, described on Google, following many reviews as an oasis in Kampala, a home away from home, a safe space where you can conduct your peaceful relaxation of your mind and have a nice meal or two and have ability to express yourself on the Wi-Fi. So give them a visit in Kisasi. The details will be put in the description to this video, and you will have a fruitful stay, and tell them a Fat Cat sent you. Now, we have a 25 lady squad that has been chosen by Coach Leo that will represent the women in this tournament. And I think this is where Ruben gets into the trivia. We want to know more about the girls on the team. So Ruben, take it away.
Yeah, we've had a lot of rugby, so we want to just understand a little bit of things about the rest of the team. And I think guys they're probably hearing what's happening on the side. That's the hazard that comes from shooting from outside. But
Yes.
well, it's been part of us for quite a while. But anyway, like I was saying, let's get to know more about the ladies. Starting with, who's the joker of the team? Who's that person who's always trying to rile people up and
The person next to you, Patricia.
clearly she seems to have the character.
Patricia is a kindergarten teacher, so she knows how to bring people together in her own way.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, even before we even get it deeper into the trivia, yeah, now we have understood she's a kindergarten teacher. Just to get to know who you are outside of rugby. What do you do?
Starting with me?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm a whole lot of things. First of all, I'm a sports administrator.
Yeah,
I'm a business administrator. I'm a marketeer.
that's great.
I work for a new company in Uganda called Turgan Traders Uganda Limited. Some people call it Turgan Traders Uganda Limited. I also own my personal business. I sell groceries and grains, rice, posho, beans, and I hope I'm allowed to market my things on this show.
No worries.
But I'm not going to do it without permission.
No worries.
So yeah, that's what I do for a living, because as we all know, you can't be waiting for people to give you free things. You have to earn it. You have to work hard for it. Being a single mother who's actually I would still use it as a present tense.
Okay.
I'm a teenage mother. At 17, I had twins, so I've learned the hard way not to only wait to be given, but also strive on my own to make it and make ends meet myself. So yeah, besides earning a salary, career, I also do my own business and I own my own company as well.
That's great. It's really, really great to hear. Patricia, maybe you can also just enlighten us about who you are outside the rugby and being a big ball carrier.
Apart from being a big ball carrier, I'm a professional teacher.
Okay.
I'm teaching in a school in Makerere, Chivulu. It's called Children's Corner Junior School.
Okay.
It's from baby class to P7. And I would urge people out there to reach out to us, please. It's a very nice school. I think it's the best so far, not I think, I know. So people there, please find us.
Yeah, okay. That's great. So in the squad at the moment, who carries the biggest weights in the gym?
Biggest weight carriers. Okay. There is Asha, there
Okay.
is Charlotte Mudo, there is Asha Nachitio, there is Charlotte Mudola, there is Angel. And your second name usually disturbs me a lot because it's a male name. It's a, I think I've heard of it. There is Peace Lekuru, the captain. There is Irene Ziggy. There is me. So it's a group of 6 people who are usually competing.
Okay.
Oh, there is also who? There is also Sarah. Yeah, there's also Sarah. So they always put us in the same corner to see who will lift the excess weight. So usually, when we are all done, there's Charlotte, Ziggy, Peace. They're usually the ones that are pushing to their limit. Those are the ones.
Okay, it's really great to see that there's a really long list of people that are they're working hard
And
in the gym.
and that group, as I've mentioned them, they always challenge each other.
Yeah. That's great.
It's like a competition of lifting weight.
Patricia, who is always the first person on the line when it's time for food? I hope it's not you again.
Not me. Not in food again. What should I say?
Sprint there.
Where people always sprint, there are a lot of them.
After a long training, the
People
hunger kicks
run.
in. Who's that person? Who are those people?
Well, there's there are a lot.
Name and shame
lot
them.
of
Tell us their names. Tell us. We want to know who they
There
are.
is no shame in eating. There is no
Nora.
shame.
There is Nora Navasidiye.
Mm.
Group is that? It's a group of
Okay, let me
small,
say.
small guys.
The rookies.
There is sprint.
Not only the rookies anyway,
Uh,
but there are a lot of girls.
okay.
We have people, Uma Grace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lydia is also there. Rita. Those people are always the first anyway. They're always the first to get food before
And they're
everyone.
the fast ones anyway on the team.
Yeah.
So they sprint and leave the slow ones behind.
Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting. And my second last question in that regard would be just something off it. Posho and beans or chips and chicken for you?
Push and bin.
Posho and beans.
Chips and chicken.
Oh, okay. Contrasting concepts. Favorite music?
Romantic songs.
Interesting.
Boys to
You
men.
believe in romance?
Boys to men. I'm telling you, boys to men.
All right. Favorite types of movies? Kind of movies, genre of movies.
Villain.
Pardon?
Movies that have I love action movies actually,
Mm-hmm.
but also I love horror.
Okay. Then also, when we had the gentleman who won the 2007 car competition, they came here and they told us about their rookie rituals, about how apparently when they go for away games, the rookies after the last game they are thrown into the pool butt naked, and then they have to carry the senior players' bags and boots. Are there any particular rookie rituals in your camp or in your national team period?
Standard.
Would
You're
you like to
the
enlighten
enforcer
us
of
on
those
what-
rituals.
She looks like
We
she's
give her the
enforcer.
guidelines of what they're supposed to do, and she enforces it. But
Eh,
balls, tackle bags, tackle pads, water, cleaning the pitch after training is supposed to be done by them, and we shouldn't look for them.
mm,
Any extra thing that somebody else wants them to do, they should pay attention and listen. But we give them, we try to be a bit lenient, a bit with them, but we want them to also know that making it onto the national team is not something easy. We don't want to make it easy for them.
yeah.
So they should know that I have earned it, I have been a rookie and have suffered, so the next rookie is also going to suffer. So we push them to do all those things, but the basic things that are supposed to be done is done by the rookies. Cleaning, all those things, even mopping the dormitories when we camp, it's supposed to be them.
That's very, very great.
Yes.
I just think it's a nice semblance of culture to have that. Me and Edwin growing up in Amiriango, we know exactly how those things feel. But Edwin, at this point, I don't know, do we, I think we shall ask the ladies, anything else you would like to add as we build up to the first game that maybe you'd want the fans to know or the rest of the stakeholders to know? What do you think? Is there anything you'd like to add? Because I think we have really dived into a lot of things.
Yeah, we've done into a lot of things, but this is, I don't know if it's an add-on or a concern, I don't know how to call it, but for me, it's the way the fans comment to us when they find us on the streets of Kampala or at our places of work. Most people really don't trust and believe in us.
Okay.
Someone makes a comment, we don't really manage those women. Like, I don't think they should tell us that. They should tell us all we want from you people is for you guys to deliver and you believe you can deliver. Something motivational, not something demoralizing. And people do that a lot. They do not know how much it affects someone. They might not answer to your expression, but it will disturb them. Every human being has a conscience. You go back home and you reflect on the day. And that negativity is always it finds a way of clinging in your head. It keeps knocking in your head and it disturbs you by emotionally a lot. Like for me, I'm a very emotional person. I love to be much as I motivate people, I also love to be motivated. When someone tells me something negative, it clings a lot in my head, and it's a good thing that I've grown over the years and learned how to control it and work my way around it. But it might be told to someone who cannot deal with it, and it will disturb them even on pitch. It will keep ringing in their heads. Remember, rugby is a mental game. It's an emotional game. It's played by the heart. It's played by the whole body. But when you mess up one organ, which is very powerful, and that's the brain, you really mess up. Even if they're a very good player, you find them messing up because of those small comments that people throw to us when they meet. So my appeal to our fans and to the people who watch women's rugby, and even to those who love to watch us for the first time, is that when you meet us, please motivate us and make us feel that you're really on our side, not on the other side. Yeah.
Okay. Patricia, do you have anything you'd like to add that should maybe for the people out there watching to know?
Yeah, I would like to say to our fans that the first thing they should have for us is trust. They should trust in us. Whenever they see us, they should say, Uganda, those one, it's a sure. They should have that faith. You know, when you have faith, everything is possible. Have that faith that these ladies, they can do it. Just you having that in your heart, the Almighty will show you a miracle. The ladies will make it. But if you have a negative impact, serious, it won't work. No matter how we push, we know our fans even they know that we are going to be defeated.
Yeah.
So if they have that trust and that faith in us, for sure we won't disappoint them. So whoever is coming that day, and please I urge you come, because we are not going to disappoint you. If you're coming with your negativity, we are going to prove you wrong. So you're most welcome. You better come, although come with positivity. That's all.
Yeah, thanks for that. Edwin, so as we are planning for Tuesday, what's the plan? What time should we link up? Will you have cleared your desk?
I am going to feel a little ill on Monday afternoon. On Monday afternoon,
right?
and I need some blood tests on Tuesday, the whole day. So may be contagious, may not be contagious. So I'll be out of the office. But we are going to be at Wankulukuko on Tuesday to support the girls against Zambia. As they are both said, bad energy, stay far away. We are going on with positive vibes. So we look forward to seeing everyone who is a fan of rugby, a fan of new sports, come support the Lady Cranes at Wankulukuku Stadium. We'll be having action on 25th October at 4 p.m. against Zambia, and on 2nd November against Kenya Lionesses. So be there and don't miss out. The Fat Cats, we sign out and say, till next time.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Thanks for listening in. Share with us your thoughts from today's episode, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.